Hey there, fans. Welcome to another episode of POW Pro Wrestling right here on YouTube. I am Brian Zane, joined as always by the impresario, Mr. Ooh La La. And Mr., I gotta say, I think this is a very fetching color combination right here. In fact, you kind of remind me of somebody I saw in a movie recently.
Nicolas Cage?
No, it wasn't him. No.
Keanu Reeves, John Wick, because I am quite the action star.
No, I get it now. Super Mario. It's after he takes the fire flower and he's red and white shooting the fireballs. This is a great look, mister, and the mustache and everything.
What do you mean? What are you talking about here? Vincenzo Massaro is the only true Italian in the Massaro family, okay? Perhaps if you compared me to Waluigi or Wario, but that Pezzy Plumber, that blue-collar Mario, I think not.
Maybe it is a bit of a more of a Wario vibe going on here, but folks, we have got an action-packed week for you here at POW Pro Wrestling. Let's talk about the Tower of Power, Amira. Certainly, she is wise beyond her years in the squared circle, and she's ready to take on all comers. So much so, mister, she's issued an open challenge tonight for anyone in the POW locker room.
Amira feeling very powerful, feeling very brave, and why not? Amira has done very well in her first year here in POW Pro Wrestling, going from the seat of the fans to helping out backstage. Now she's a full-time professional wrestler. The world is Amira's oyster, and she's ready to bite into some new competition here in this open channel.
All right, who's going to answer Amira's open challenge? We're going to find out right now.
I'm here with Amira, who's issuing an open challenge tonight. What's motivating you to issue this challenge to the whole entire POW roster?
Well, I was supposed to wrestle Bambi Hall. That's not going to happen. I was supposed to wrestle Tara Zepp. She also isn't showing up. I don't know what it is. All of my opponents keep dropping out. I want to show POW that it doesn't matter who comes out of that curtain. I'm ready to fight, and I'm here to fight, and I'm here to win. So I invite anybody brave enough to step in the ring with the Tower of Power.
Thank you, Stevie. Let's bring out the person answering Amira's open challenge. How do you explain this change of events? Stupid pirate!
For over a year, I was led down a dark, violent, ugly path.
Oh, sir!
But now, I see the light. I'm gonna be the vanguard of beauty and love. I accept your challenge. On one condition. You don't hurt this money maker.
You're saying that she's not allowed to hit you in the face, is that correct?
Hit me in the face. What? I'll be a true gentleman. I won't be perfect.
There you go, Charly Avell has answered the open challenge. Apparently there's no hitting in the face.
Is he going to swing in from a chandelier?
That's Captain Charly.
I was going to say. I'm just waiting for him to bust out. I can be your hero, baby.
Well, now how's this for an interesting turn of events, fellas? Charly Avell, formerly of Most Violent, and this is a most different look for Charly, wouldn't you say?
Yeah, I think he swung in here on the chandelier.
Shed the horrible teachings of Funny Bone and Drexel, and he's embracing his beauty.
Now he's out swashbuckling.
Absolutely nice takedown by Avell. Amira, you got to give her credit. A lot of a lot of adversity thrown her way to lead to this open challenge. In terms of scheduling, she's had 2 opponents so far scheduled, and then for different varying reasons, circumstances beyond our control, wasn't able to wrestle them, but she wants to fight. And she said earlier she wants to win, guys.
I heard that her 2 opponents backed out because they know, like I know, Amira's a cheap shot artist.
Yeah.
Now, wait a minute. Oh, nice arm drag here. Now, you don't call that a cheap shot, though.
Well, it's subtle.
Pulled the hair.
Amira,
subtleties.
Enough. Amira is wise beyond her years in this business. Nice drop kick coming off the ropes, and Charly Avell, I think, is getting a little wobbly here, guys. This new persona of Avell, he calls himself a vanguard for beauty and love. He fancies himself kind of a dreamboat.
Yeah, I mean, he could be on the cover of those trashy romance novels.
We can all dream, can't we?
I mean, some would say he kind of looks like Jason Momoa.
Yeah.
Oh, nice double leg takedown by Amira into the on top of him for the cover. No.
Yeah, you know who says that? He does.
Buddy Ruth now, the referee, keeping his eye on this match. Going with the slingshot. Oh, no. Oh! That slingshot was a laborious one, but effective nonetheless. Amira now using that strength. That's why they call her the Tower of Power. Coming off the ropes here. Look at this. Oh, goes for the dive. I think she expected Avell to be there, but she got none of it.
Nobody home.
No one in the pool, or no water in the pool, I guess.
No water in the pool.
And now Avell here sees himself on the offensive.
I think he sees himself as a clear-cut winner right here already.
I mean, he certainly has the swagger and the arrogance about him. I mean, I gotta say, this is definitely. This is definitely a change of pace. I almost would welcome it in Charly, because at least he seems to have some kind of a vision, a plan for himself. When he was in part of Most Violent, it seemed like he was always trying to fight for acceptance. Oh, big suplex.
That's right. Funny Bone and Drexel did everything they could to break this kid down.
Yep.
And now he's finally got his confidence.
Yep.
Going for the cover.
It was a sickening display what they tried to do to this kid.
Charly Avell.
Feel-good story of the year.
By no means a rookie, but not that much more, I guess, experience than Amira here. These two are relative youngins in the
relatives? Well, this is a sibling rivalry.
Oh! Big clothesline.
They kind of look alike now you mention
by
it.
Charly. I mean, this guy really thinks himself as like I said, a real, you mentioned it, Jonas, kind of the movie or book cover model.
I mean, not since, Jimmy Garvin have we seen such a beautiful head of hair in the world of pro wrestling.
Much respect to Jimmy Jam Garvin. And now these two are exchanging chops back and forth. Oh, but Amira, you can tell it's taking a lot out of her, guys. Easy for me to say. Amira went into this match totally blind, open challenge. You got to give her credit for kind of stepping up to the plate and taking on any and all comers.
So how do you get ready for that? Do you watch just a bunch of the whole roster tapes, or in hopes that somebody that shuffles through comes out that that you're aware of? Or
you have to wonder if there's any kind of common threads. Could it be it? No. That sunset flip almost did it. No.
You know what I think the issue is? I think she's a little bit starstruck staring at that man.
Yeah, I think so too.
Really?
She got them butterflies in her stomach.
Oh, come on now.
Well,
you think she's never wrestled an attractive man before?
Have you seen the POW roster? Present company excluded.
I resemble that remark. Avell now driving. Now, wait a minute. What happened to the whole no hitting in the face thing?
Well, that was just for him. She can't do that to him. He can do that to her.
Now, keep in mind, no hitting in the face is not an official rule. I don't believe this is a disqualifiable act. It's more of a gentleman's matchup here, but Charly they already violated it.
Oh, yeah.
Going up. Oh, my goodness. Up and down goes Avell. Did not put her away. Like I mentioned, this is not Amira's first go-around wrestling intergender matches, so she's tough. She's proven she is durable against many opponents.
Her youth and her strength are two of her biggest attributes here, and she's using every bit of muscle to power out of this chin lock here. Avell, nice jawbreaker. You know what? That's not going to be good for the moneymaker. There we go, Amira. There you go. Give some back. You hit me, I hit you back. Here we go. Triangle again.
There it is.
Big cross body off the second rope. Not enough. Charly still powering out. Still some fight left in this young man who very vociferously rejected the teachings of Drexel and Funny Bone. You saw their match, his match with Drexel. He may have lost the match, but he definitely had Drexel falling and seeing stars by the end. Oh, big forearm shot by Amira.
Oh, Charly did not like that.
Now, wait a minute. Oh, that's a big headbutt. Oh, my goodness.
Good God, 3 of them.
3 consecutive driving headbutts. That's
a form of frustration right there.
That's gonna rough up your face, no matter how you look. And Avell is fighting. He's getting dirty here.
Oh, no.
Now wait a minute.
Oh, no.
Charly Avell is snapped.
I think maybe some of them teachings are coming back.
Yep.
Maybe he's kind of regressed. He's on a chair, guys.
There's no reason for this.
Buddy Ruth, you gotta get in there and exercise your authority.
I would have to say you're right about that one.
Now hang on, wait a minute. There's Drexel. There's Drexel.
Now what's he doing down here?
He's getting some back pay. He's showing Charly Avell what happens when you cross him. Big slam by Amira.
Caught him.
To the end.
Caught him
She
good.
did it.
Caught him
Amira
good.
wins the open challenge. Amira with her back against the wall. Charly Avell going through a bit of a character metamorphosis of his identity.
Poor little Charly.
Very much in flux right now is Charly Avell. He thinks himself very attractive. He's going to have to focus more on his looks if he wants to win here at POW Pro Wrestling.
His mom told him he was attractive. He believed it.
Wow, talk about an impressive victory for the Tower of Power, going in totally cold against her opponent, the person who answered the open challenge in Charly Avell. And as you can see from that matchup, folks, he is most violent no more, taking on a very different persona, a different kind of mindset he's on now. What say you about this, mister?
He's looking fabulous. He's looking fantastic. He's looking, might I say, a bit Fabio. Yes, he looks like he sprung from the cover of one of those Harlequin romance novels you might find at the grocery store, huh? Charly Avell is a man for all of the ladies, and a lady could only defeat him with help from that miscreant Drexel, huh?
Well, certainly the bad blood between Avell and Drexel still going on, even though Charly Avell has seemingly renounced all his violent ways. The women's division heating up as we saw with Amira's victory. And speaking of the women's division, mister, I know you had another competitor recently as a guest on your tea party.
That's right, I had none other than the Fodden Flower Kikyo, fresh off her victory in that triple threat match with Amira, with the 90s kid Vinnie Massaro. She wants competition. She wants to prove that she's the gatekeeper here for Northwest Women's Wrestling. And she had a message for none other than Nicole Matthews.
Let's hear it.
So Kikyo, I understand you have a little bone to pick with the matchmakers here at POW Pro Wrestling. You feel you're not getting enough respect in the matches that are being made for you, huh?
Mister, the amount of disrespect. I have been wrestling for 14 years. Okay? I have seen women come and go and leave and come back, and I am still here. Okay? People like Amira, people like Murphy Madsen are only here because of me. Do you know how many first matches I've given out, Mr. Lalo?
I don't have enough feet piece.
It's ridiculous. Do you know how many women on television that had to go through me to even get to where they're at? I am the gatekeeper of POW Pro Wrestling's women's division for a reason. And if you want to make it here, you have to make it through me.
Yeah! And so let's get to the gist of why we're here. I understand there's a certain someone, a certain Canadian women's wrestling legend who is now again able to take bookings here in the States. One, Nicole Matthews.
Oh, you mean, miss, I got banned from the United States because I don't know how to do my taxes? Now, Nicole and I, we've actually wrestled each other one previous time. It was really early on after my second knee tear. So you know what? It's been almost a year and a half now since I've been back. I might be the gatekeeper of POW Pro Wrestling's women division, but the Shimmer Taker, ooh, honey, my knee feels great. Everyone here in the powder keg has seen what I can do, and I am more than ready to take on the gatekeeper of women's wrestling itself.
Well, there you have it, mister. The challenge laid down at the tea party. And next week, we know that Kikyo, the Fallen Flower, will be taking on Nicole Matthews in singles action right here on POW Pro Wrestling. Kikyo's got a tough battle here because Nicole Matthews, multi-year veteran of the Squared Circle coming from Canada, she's no slouch. And of course, we all know about the toughness of Kikyo. Should be a good battle.
Kikyo certainly is not afraid of a challenge, not one to back down. And what a challenge Nicole Matthews will be. She's competed in WWE, she's competed in AEW, and now she's coming to the big show, POW Pro Wrestling, to meet Kikyo, huh?
That's right. And folks, speaking of Canadian talent, which we are getting more of as the months go on here at POW, this week's main event will see one of the most vaunted veterans from British Columbia, Artemis Spencer, in a first-time matchup against your guy, the nice guy, Vinnie Massaro. A tale of two veterans who've, gone back and forth across the country and the world for years, but have never faced off against each other in the ring until tonight.
It's going to be quite the international war. Italy meets Canada, Vincenzo Massaro has just returned from visiting Uncle Sal to celebrate a banishing of Malcolm Flex from POW Pro Wrestling forever. Hello out there, Malcolm Flex. I bet you miss being here, huh? And now, he's going to continue his dominance, continue his ascension, back up the ranks towards the POW Pro Wrestling Championship. Artemis Spencer likes to flip, but tonight he's going to flop when Vincenzo Massaro puts him down with that snoring elbow, huh?
All right, we hear from Spencer, and then it's the main event.
Brian Zane here before POW Pro Wrestling begins outside the ring, but right here I've got this 20-year veteran with me, Artemis Spencer, making his POW Pro Wrestling debut. Welcome, sir. It's great to have you here at POW. Let me ask you a question. A lot of people here watching on YouTube, they want to know what does Artemis Spencer bring to POW Pro Wrestling?
You know what? There's not too many guys that can do what I can do, be it like flying or kicking or just out wrestling people. I'm here to show them what it's all about.
Absolutely. Well, you know what? You've got a tall task ahead of you here. You're a longtime veteran of the ring. Your opponent here tonight is of equal stature, I would argue. Vinnie Massaro, former POW Pro Wrestling champion. I know it's a first-time matchup for you guys. What's going through your mind now as you prepare for Mr. Massaro?
Vinny, it's long overdue. I wanted this for a long time. But you know what? I know what you're all about, and I know what Mr. Ooh La La is all about. And it won't be new to me to keep eyes on the back of my head. Because I'm prepared for you, I'm prepared for Mr. Ooh La La.
I, as you all know, am a lover of art. The art of war, the art of violence. And Artemis Spencer, tonight you fight the master of the art of Sicilian Jitsu of Vincenzo Massaro.
Listen there, Artemis Spence. I understand that you're from Vancouver, and if I remember correctly, the last time I used to wrestle a bunch of Canadians back here at Portland Wrestling, they never came back. The border was shut down. Well, guess what? Tonight, I'm gonna whoop your ass, and then you're gonna go back crying to Vancouver, and you'll be like, oh, I can't get back in. I'm sorry, the border's closed down again. Well, good riddance. Vaffanculo, pezzi merda. Padre, Figlio, Spirito Santo. Forza Massaro.
Artemis Spencer, after tonight, your passport will be void. And with that, we bid you adieu.
Vaffanculo, pezzi merda. Sono teste di minchia. A favore.
Here we go, main event time on POW Pro Wrestling. The nice guy, Vinnie Massaro, with a tall task ahead of him as he takes on the debuting, but by no means a rookie, Artemis Spencer. Joined here by Jeremy Blanchard. I have a feeling we're going to have some very unbiased commentary here in this matchup.
Well, I'm looking forward to this one. I'm not going to lie to you. I'm going to try to keep it. I mean, yes, I am in the family, but Artemis is one heck of a decorated wrestler. We know what Vinnie can do. Let's just let it go. Let's let it go. Ring the bell. Let him fight.
Both men, long-standing veterans here in this business, as they say. Artemis wrestling for the last 20 years, mostly out of Canada.
Yes.
He only had very few appearances in Oregon in the early years of his career, so he's only coming down every so often now in the last few years.
Not very often. What he does, he makes an impact, let me tell you.
Spencer, former Defy World Heavyweight Champion. He's no slouch, folks.
No.
Of course, Vinnie Massaro, one of the longer reigning POW Pro Wrestling champions we've had. And of course, you know, he and Uncle Sal and Mr. Ooh La La collectively are always trying to get the leg up and get another shot at that goal.
That's what it's all about. I'll tell you, Vinny's one of the more hard-hitting individuals I've ever been in the ring with, and he likes me. That tells you anything.
That is saying something. Spencer, of course, also multiple-time champion ECCW out of Canada. And you know what? He was trained by someone I think you're familiar with, Jeremy, in Michelle Starr.
Yes, I am. Heck of a wrestler.
Vinnie Massaro here. Oh! Bit of the old Italian hand gesture.
Just a little bit of a psych out. A little bit of mind game. Oh, hey, be careful.
Oh, mind games for nothing. Nice little roll-up attempt there by Spencer. Didn't get it. Back to the headlock goes Spencer. Shooting off the ropes now.
Oh,
nice takedown to Massaro. Well, some rare restraint by Ooh La La. Look at that.
Nice.
Head scissors sends the nice guy tumbling down. Oh! Big open hand chop because Welt's right in the chest. Spencer going for it again.
I think I've seen this before.
Look at this. Coming off the ropes. Nice. Springboard move.
Wow.
Big arm drag.
It's hard to defend right there.
That is some lucha-inspired style from Artemis here. Drops down here. Nice drop kick. Tell you what, things are really going Artemis's way. You could argue before the pandemic, he was getting looks at from PWG, Progress, Rev Pro. Pandemic kind of slowed that down. So you got to believe he is a man who's motivated to succeed here tonight. Oh! Top rope tiger feint kick, spinning around and decking Massaro right in the schnoz. 2-0. Spencer.
Is that a 7-2-0 since it was the top rope?
Oh, you might be correct. Spencer now, he's got the former champ reeling.
Oh!
Open palm strikes leading to knees,
those
forearms.
let me tell you something. There it is.
Now wait a minute, that was in full view of the referee.
Just enough to slow him down, just enough.
All it took was one misstep. A half a second of distraction. This could be it. No. Artemis kicks out, and Vinnie is now on the offensive.
We don't think Mr. Law's out there just to look good, do you?
Is that what you call it?
I mean, look at that. At least a $5,000 suit, jacket at least.
Well, I'd say I'd like to buy that for what he thinks it's worth. Buy for what it's worth and sell for what he thinks it's worth.
There you go.
I'll get there. Here we go now. Massaro. Kind of possibly opening. Oh, look at this. Now,
I can see nothing. This sign's in my way.
Good awareness by Vinnie to distract the official, allowing Mr. Ooh La La to, get his mitts on Artemis Spencer here. As if Artemis doesn't have enough of a challenge going against someone as talented and as effective as Massaro.
This is a rarity for me, so I'm going to say something. It's a rarity. But it's got to be a little distracting having, Artemis here, have to deal with Ooh La La and Vinnie. I mean, I can see how it'd be a little annoying.
Yeah.
I can see how it'd be a little annoying.
Yeah, I'm glad that you understand that, Jeremy. I'm glad we're on the same page. Artemis now, you can see, look at was it going for the eyes possibly? Fingers digging right into the flesh of the face of Spencer.
In all fairness, the back was turned to him.
Could make his Oregon return a painful one for sure. Spencer says he's okay, allowing the match to continue.
Gonna go back to the border, all blurry.
Well, you know, they have good health care there.
They do. Stand in line. First in line. First come, first serve, baby.
Coming off the ropes.
Speaking of first come, first serve.
Oh!
Your number's up, sir.
A first-rate elbow drop into the heart of Spencer.
Precise.
On the button was that elbow drop. And now you see the tightness with which Vinnie has his arms around Artemis Spencer's chin and neck area.
Not quite a choke, not a choke. It's legal.
Here we go now. Spencer fighting out of it.
Oh,
no, not quite.
Not quite.
A moment of hope was dashed by Massaro with that scintillating back elbow.
Not quite.
Tell you what, Jeremy, what did we just see earlier this show with Charly Avell and his new look, his new appearance?
I mean, Vasti, maybe. I don't know.
You think Pirate? I was under the impression he fancied himself kind of a model.
Is that what's with the sash?
It's a very debonair sash.
Okay, all right. I was waiting for a sword to come out, but okay.
Oh,
I thought he was wearing a puffy shirt.
Coming up short in that open challenge match by Amira, but certainly leaving an impression on the POW audience. And now, Vinnie looking to leave an impression on the mat with Artemis Spencer. Nice evasive tactics. Going forward, misses the clothesline. Throwing him off the ropes. Look at this. Oh, pushing him back in there, hitting those big kicks right to the chest.
Lightning kicks.
Rocking Vinnie Massaro's world, coming off the ropes.
Oh, jeez.
Wow.
He almost drilled her in the front row.
That was, talk about small margin of error.
Wow.
You got to look out when you're the front row of POW Pro Wrestling. Good Lord. Big kick by Spencer. Oh. Whoa.
Almost did it again.
Truly no man's land there in the front row area. The space between the apron and the fans is very minimal.
This is a high risk.
I mean,
very, very high risk.
The last 30 seconds have been pretty high risk, Jeremy. Coming from the top rope.
Oh!
Wow. Look at him. He just tight walked the ropes. Did you see that?
I did.
I've never seen a move quite like that before. Not yet enough to put Vinnie away. You can see Artemis now taking his time.
I heard he was born with web feet. That's why he could do that.
Who was? Artemis now coming up the top.
Oh, caught him. Oh!
Big T-bone suplex sends Spencer flying. Could be it. No.
Just two.
Spencer still finding the strength to get out.
This Artemis Spencer is one hell of an athlete. I got to give it to him. He's one hell of an athlete.
I would say that the fans of POW agree. They like what they see here. They want to see Spencer win the day here and take out. Whoa! The Bulldog attempt was blocked by Spencer using his momentum to throw him into the corner.
Look at this.
Look at that strength by Spencer to get him on his shoulders, dropping him face first into the top turnbuckle. Jeremy, I don't think that Vinnie's going to like that you laughed at that.
I know. This is going to look. Listen, if you replay this back, it's going to sound bad. Okay, this is a great match.
Spencer now, top rope, going for it.
Oh my God, was that like 4 twists in the air?
You can count the rotations, and wait a minute. Mr. Ooh La La once again interjecting himself. Referee Roberts needs to get involved and really just get Mr. out there. There you go.
Oh, wait a minute. You can't eject him like an umpire.
Yes, you can.
Okay, I guess you can.
That's exactly within his jurisdiction. But Mr. Ooh La La protesting, as you can see, keeping the referee at bay. Look out, Artemis. Oh, no.
Oh, right in the mommy-daddy button.
He took him to Dick Kick City. Did Vinnie Massaro. No, are you kidding me?
Whoa.
Once again, you have to give the assist to Mr. Ooh La La. He's going to have to account for himself on the other side of this break.
Great win for Vinnie, though, I'll tell you.
Yeah, big win for him. Obviously, it's going to go down in the record book as a victory. Climbing up the ranks, begging for another shot at the POW Pro Wrestling Championship. But right now, the nice guy picking up a nice win this week on POW Pro Wrestling. Woohoo!
Well, a victory for Vinnie Massaro. Maybe a questionable one, you might think, but a victory nonetheless. And now Vinnie, like you said, mister, is one step closer to challenging once again for the POW Pro Wrestling Championship.
A W is a W is a W is a W. And what comes before W? V. Vincenzo Massaro is a victor again. That's pesky referee. Tried to throw me out of the ring there, but what did it get him? What did it get Artemis Spencer? Just a brief moment for Vincenzo Massaro to swoop in, to use his years of experience, to use that Sicilian Jiu-Jitsu and get the win.
Well, tough break for the debuting Artemis Spencer, but hopefully he'll be back soon at POW to fight again. Ladies and gentlemen, hope you've enjoyed this week's episode of POW, and of course the action always takes place every Monday here on the YouTube channel. Next week, you're going to see C4 back in action for the first time since the POW Pro Wrestling Tag Championship Tournament, hoping to get a win against the Academy. Then in that main event, Nicole Matthews takes on the self-proclaimed gatekeeper of POW in the Fallen Flower Kikyo. That's all going to take place next week, but until then, folks, for Mr. Ooh La La, I'm Friday.
What is that? My sequence is standing on it, and I'm feeling it tingling.
What's the static we're hearing? What's going on? Can you tell us what's going on right now?
Jerry, what's happening?
Where am I? I've never been here before.
The vacancy. This is where all the vacants live. The ones responsible for all the vacant titles in wrestling history, such as WCW in the year 2000, where I held more titles than The Rock did. Button games are over. He will stop at nothing to regain the Wrestling with Regret YouTube heavyweight title of the world. Only agrees to release Zicky on the condition that he accepts his challenges for a title match.
The shot's all yours. I accept.
See you in the ring.